Thank you. Woo! No. Keep your mics in.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
Well, how's it all going, everybody? I'm Bob Barker, and that's not the first time I've ever done that. I'm gonna be honest. I have broken many a mic stand. That is 100% accurate.
cool. I'm gonna fix it now.
I should have done the whole show like that, but I'm not like that. Thank you all for coming out. My name is Blake Butler, and my dad is racist. That's how I'm starting this. My dad is racist, but he's a very specific type of racist. He only hates a very small minority of people. He only hates white dudes named Blake. That's the only people. Yeah, won't even go to their baseball games. Thank you. My grandmother, though, she's a regular racist, or she was. Yeah, was. She's not here, and you should be glad about that. It's a weird place to be, you know, as an audience. You're like, well, she's dead, but she doesn't like black people. So like, do I clap? Do I cheer? Do I wait for the punchline? Should do the last one. That's the problem with my grandmother. That's the only thing I remember about her. That, and that she was a strong woman. I remember that. You know, she's a very strong woman. I remember the day that she died. I was with her on the day that she died. She was able to get up out of her bed. She was able to get up out of her bed, walk to the front counter, and demand for a white nurse. I mean, that is power. It's unfortunately white power, but it's power nonetheless. When your grandmother died, when you talk about funeral stuff, you know, you hear weird shit, you know. Like, did you guys know that if it rains at your funeral, that's how you know that person went to heaven? Has anyone ever heard that before? No? Somebody told me that, and my first thought was like, wow, so people in Oklahoma, fuck them. Is that right? Like, it's just the entire Midwest just praying for heaven people to go, so like, we haven't had rain in months! Like, the entire state of Oklahoma is going straight to hell. That's all I'm saying. It's weird. It's weird. Other than that, I'm pretty boring as a person. I know that because someone told me. It was weird. I was talking to this woman. She was like, "You're the most boring comic I've ever met. You're the most boring comic I've ever met." I'm like, listen, just because I agree with you doesn't mean you have to say that to my face. Mom? All right, I don't need... That's not supportive. I got a weird family, man. Like, I'm the oldest child. And I have a younger sister who she turned 18, and she asked me a question that I don't think she should have asked me. You know, we're close, but I don't think she was close enough with me to ask me the question she asked. And what she asked was she asked me how to get come out of suede. Right? Like, that's not the question I want to answer. But I answered it. I answered it as truthfully as I could. And we all know, right? We all know the easiest way to get come out of suede? Swallow. If it doesn't hit the carpet, it doesn't stain. That's just science. It's just science. About a year ago, my sister got a new car, and my mom was bugging me about it. She's like, when are you going to get a new car? You know, when are you going to get a new car? I was like, Mom, you know I live with you, right? Like, you know that. Like, I figured I'd fix that shit first. You know, I don't want to be with my friends. They're like, Blake, did you just get a new Kia Sorento? Because that's all my budget. I guess. Like, yeah, man, just got this new Kia Sorento. I gotta take it back to my mom's house. She's making spaghetti. Let's get the fuck out of here. Just gotta go. Love me some spaghetti. And the reason why I had to get a new car... Love me some spaghetti. And the reason why I had to get a new car, I did eventually have to replace my car. And the reason why is because my muffler fell off of my old car. Yeah, it was just like, nah, son, I'm done. You got the fuck out of there. And the reason why it fell off is because it had an aftermarket thing. Because the guy before me wanted to make the car sound fast. You know, wanted to make the car sound fast. And it didn't. It didn't at all. It made the car sound like somebody was giving Bane a terrible blowjob. It was awful. I'd start up my car and it'd just be like, oh. It's a long warm up. Oh. drove a stick. Too much teeth. That's inappropriate. I've been in 2 car accidents in my life, too. Both times, rear-ended at a stoplight. Fuck yeah, dude. That is the greatest way, because you're just like, your fault. That one's on you, bud. That does not say go. That one's all on you. The first one I was in, I was 17, and nothing really happened. We didn't even call the cops because her car was messed up, and I was assuming this is how porn started. That's all I knew. Like, yeah, you gonna put it in my back end or something gay? I don't know what the fuck. And she was like, no, you're not gonna call the cops, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, all right, fair enough. That is 100% accurate. Your car's fucked up. I'm going home to make nachos. Like, that's all I'm doing. You have fun with that. The second time I got to hear the greatest excuse for a car accident ever. The woman was talking to the cop. We called the police that time. And she was talking to the cop. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I just saw the stoplight turn red. I saw him hit his brakes, and I didn't. What? And that was it. There was nothing else. There was no story. There was no screaming baby. There was no, there was a distraction in the back. She was just like, nah, I saw his car and said, fuck it. You know what I mean? I had to go to the chiropractor. I don't know if you guys ever been to a chiropractor. It's a great experience. I would love to. Hurt your back on purpose just to go. It is great. My particular chiropractor had a little machine with a little concave in the middle, and a little rolly would roll out your back. And basically what it would do is you do this. You'd be laying down, and then you just...
Oh my god.
I like to do this until we're all uncomfortable. Are we there yet? She's like, go harder. Like, what are you doing right now? Girlfriend's gonna kick my ass. It's just for me. So you do this for 10 minutes. Is he gonna stop? No. You do this for 10 minutes, and then you get out of the room. Most of the time you're in the room by yourself, which is ideal. That's the way you want to do this. The last time I went, I was not. I was not in the room by myself. So I'm going at it. This is a weird place for you all to walk in. You have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm going at it, you know. They're like, what the fuck? I'm not going to stop the joke. That's I'm on a time crunch. So I'm going at it, and then there's a little piece of paper on top of the machine, and I hear a little rustle. And I was like, oh my god, I'm not in the room by myself. It's not just me. And then I make a mistake. I'm going at it. I hear the rustling. I wait till the machine starts, and then that's when I turn, and I make eye contact with a 70-year-old white woman who is now doing this with me. Now we're both just going at it, you know? And here's the thing. This woman will not break eye contact. She refuses. She's like, wear this now, motherfucker. Yeah. And look at me, guys. Look at me. I'm a man. Barely. So I'm not going to take that shit. And I can stand on this stage today and tell you all I'm a winner. I am a winner. Yeah. Because I fucked her. And, listen, because of me, she goes to the chiropractor a lot more often. That's a good one. I got a weird joke that doesn't fit anywhere, and I just kind of want to do it. My phone recently switched the word noogie to the word boogie, and I haven't slept since that happened. Because I don't know in what world that exists. In what world is noogie slang? In what world is a white mom going up to her parents hey, what did you just say, Trent? Trent, did you just say no? Is that drugs, Trent? Is noogie drugs? You and your father and I are gonna have a talk with you, mister, as soon as we're done boogieing. I don't know what world that exists in. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I just wanted to do that before I get back into girlfriend material. That's all I wanted to do. It had no place to fit, so I wanted it there. That's where I wanted it. I do have a girlfriend, and it's weird. It's weird, because like in this relationship I see the end game, you know, and that's a weird place for me. Like it's weird to know you're dating the person that's gonna murder you. Like that's a weird place to be. Like to wake up every morning and be like, yep, whether I'm 70 or tomorrow, it's over. Like it's over for me. It's all good. Her friends are clapping. That's what's happening right now.
Get it?
Her friend's like, he ain't gonna be with nobody else. Lock that shit down. I'm fine with it though. I am, because she's smarter than me, which I did on purpose. She's smarter than me, and which is weird. It's a weird place to be, because I get to celebrate the moments when she's not. Because we all have dumb moments, you know. We all have like dumb kind of moments, and she recently had one that I enjoyed fully. She asked me if I got an STD tested, which would be a very smart thing to ask your partner, you know? That's a very smart thing to ask your partner before you have sex with them. That's a very smart thing to ask them. She asked me right after. She asked me right after. And I didn't know what to tell her. I didn't know what to tell her. I was like, yeah, we've gotten tested, and we both have AIDS. Like, what are you doing right now? And we don't have Magic Johnson money. Like, we going down. Like, what do you understand? It's weird. Before my current girlfriend, I used to date a girl who was an orphan. And the biggest thing I remember about her is she was a Latin orphan. She was very passionate. She was very passionate. Every time you would look into her eyes, you would see a fire, you know? And that fire was exactly like the one that killed her parents. I mean, I should know I was there.
You're touching your nose.
I started it. I usually like to date people who are very different than me. For example, that last girl, I have parents. I used to date a girl who was who had a concealed carry license. Are you okay? Are you gonna die? Like, what's going on? You guys have hiccuped like 95 times. Like, I don't want to point it out, but you guys feel like you're gonna die. It's an exaggeration. It was only 94, but just please stop. I don't even know where I was at, but we're gonna go ahead and move on with that joke, because I don't like it anymore. I'm a hopeless romantic. It is true, I am a hopeless romantic. I remember I was able to, I was talking to my friends, you know, like I was able to hear my friend say I love you to his girlfriend for the first time. It was a beautiful moment. You know, it was kind of one of those accidental ones where he's on the phone, he's like, yeah babe, I picked up milk, or see you in 5, I love you. I was like, oh my god, right? Like I couldn't believe I was there, you know? I could not believe I was there, fucking his girlfriend. Like I could not believe that she picked up the phone. Like, what a piece of shit. And now she's my girlfriend. That's, Noise. What? We said noise, that's a Key and Peele sketch. Oi. No, British? Like, what the fuck's going on? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Oh, this next one's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna love this one. Who here's had cum on their face? Just me? No, just me and Crespo? Got it. I will explain. It was my own. I was masturbating, and I remember the exact thought when ejaculate hit facial structure. You know, I remember thinking to myself, like immediately. It's hot! It's cold! Like, how the fuck did that happen? Why is cum the icy hot of body fluids? Like, that's very confusing to me. It's hot, then it's cold. It's yes, then it's no. It's in, then it's out. It's up, then it's down. Cum is a Katy Perry song, if you didn't get that one. Thank you. My friend used a phrase recently that I'd never heard before. He used a phrase. He was like, hey man, check out them tig old bitties. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man, check out them tig old bitties. I was like, oh, you were talking about boobs. Oh. Like, listen, I like boobs as much as the next guy, you know? But I've never seen a pair of boobs so good I became dyslexic. Like, I've never been walking down the street, seen a pair of boobs and been like, bitch, I can't read! Like, I can never... It's never happened to me before. Maybe I haven't found great enough boobs, I don't know. Maybe he's gotta solve a Sudoku puzzle. Like, that would be dope. Like, I would be like, I can't fucking read. Like, that is amazing. I can't do that anymore. I'm gonna end on these two jokes, and thank you all for coming out, by the way. You guys have been amazing. I've had a lot of fun, let me tell you. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed myself. I don't know how I feel about guns. I don't know how I feel. I know I couldn't handle a gun. That's what I know. I know I would shoot at a lot of people. That's all I'm saying. You know, like I would shoot at... Have you ever been in a public restroom and somebody tried to open the door without knocking? That motherfucker's getting shot at. That's all I'm saying. That's insane to me. Guy walks in the bathroom just like... I own this Walmart! Like, no you don't, Daryl. Like, get the fuck out of my face. That's insane to me. That's insane. I knock when I'm in my own house.